I have to tell you this. Students, attention. Hello, guys. I don't get a bonus. I don't get a kickback. I don't get anything when you do more clients. I don't make money when we help a guest. That's showing you how to do great customer service, right? You squeeze in your guests. We're in a service industry. We need to make our guests feel like rock stars. That's what we are here for. So I'm telling you, we don't get a kickback, at least in our school, in our system. We don't get anything when we push you to do more and to do your best and to get before and after pictures. Like, honestly, what I get out of doing that is teaching you the lesson through it. And seeing that light bulb go off, and also seeing you do those great practices when you're out in the field. We need to level up. So I think if you start these practices now and you understand why your teacher's pushing you so hard, it's because they care about you and they want you to do those things for you and your business in the future. So if you do it now, I'm highly more confident that my student's going to be prepared in the real world. You know what I mean? If you want to be an amazing aesthetics and cosmetology student and get the most out of your program and be the dream student that every cosmetology or aesthetics teacher wants, then keep listening. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to share with you some things that cosmetology and esthetician teachers wish that their students knew. So I am a licensed cosmetology teacher and I teach the aesthetics program, but I specialize in color and makeup and business training. So I wanted to let you know these things that are just repetitive, and I've been teaching for quite a while and I've heard it hundreds, thousands of times. And I have to let you know before you enroll in school, or if you're in the process of school, or if you have already graduated, I just want to make sure that you get these points, okay? One, we're fueled by passion. We do what we do because we love it and we want to help you. But let me speak for myself. I want you to know and take away is that it is in the repetition. You need to do the skill sets over and over again, which is why somewhere throughout your program we then start bringing on models, and then in our program we hardcore focus on practical with real clients. So it's in the repetition. When you learn something, you want to do it and perfect it, at least, well, not perfect it, but you want to practice it 4 times, and then you have it built in, and then each time that you repeat it after that on a mannequin or on a client, you are building skill. Okay, you're building speed and you're getting better at it. You could do it with your eyes closed, okay?
We need you to be on time. We need you to
be on time. 1, because your clients are gonna demand that of you. We're in a service-based industry. We need you to be present. On time, there's this motto, my dad's Marine, and there's this motto that I always grew up with: if you're on time, you're late. Yes. So what I used to do in my classroom, when I had that problem with certain classes, I didn't have to do it all the time. So if you were not in that group, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you were in that group where I had to be a little bit more strict with time, you know what I did? I locked the door. I closed my door. And then I would start just kind of beating it in their head that this is not acceptable, this is not acceptable. And then they would come in on break after our morning theory. But I did that to show emphasis, like this is not acceptable behavior in my class or as a professional. I don't want to breed or teach you those bad habits or allow it. So that's what I did. My director wasn't always happy with that, but my class always performed really well. You need to practice like it is the real deal, okay? If one more person tells me, oh, but I would never do this with a real client. I don't know if it's your classmate, I don't know if it's because your mom, I don't know if it's because your best friend, but you need to keep the level of professionalism when you're at school, when you're speaking to your guests, when you're practicing with other students. You need to practice on your mannequin like it's for real, like this is for real, okay? Because what you do in school is more likely to be what you're gonna do out in the real world. So that's why we always beat in your head, you always wear gloves, you always practice proper sanitation protocol. All of those things are essential, right? Next, you're sticking with me? This one, no one really likes. but I have a hack for it. So in another video to come, I will share with you my hack to beat this little bit of a requirement, I think. I think you should read. I think you should read and study your book. So if you're going to rely on me to only teach you in an hour, which is not really an hour, it's about 45 minutes or maybe even 30 minutes to present a topic to you, and rely on that as your end-all be-all, we're going to need to come up with a different strategy, okay? So my strategy is to instruct my students who are having a little bit of a difficult time comprehending some of the information like electricity or chemistry or I don't know, even business, whatever it is. You need to sit down, devote some time, and create a plan for you to study. And you can make it more entertaining now, so reading shouldn't be that difficult. If you're not a reader, that's totally okay. You don't need to be, because there's content like this, videos online, there are audiobooks, there's podcasts now, and I will do another video where I can share with you some of my suggested podcasts for students and professionals. But for sure, I want you to know, I think that you cannot get away from reading some of the text in order to pass your test on the first try, but also to actually comprehend what you're doing practically with the theory-based information. So I'm going to give you a hack for that in the next video. There's going to be 7 to 9. Sorry, my baby. She just woke up from her nap, and I'm getting ready to cook and get ready for class tonight. So if you're watching this back, you know, we've made it through 2020. It's a thing. We do virtual learning, and that's what I'm getting ready to do soon. So this is pretty much real time. So yeah, you need to read and study. And next, this one is huge, okay? And when I say cosmetology and skincare teachers, I always put in my nail tech teachers as well. But I just have to tell you this. Students, attention. Hello. Guys, I don't get a bonus, I don't get a kickback, I don't get anything when you do more clients. I don't make money when we help a guest who's coming in and, you know, it's about time for dismissal, or we close our clinic and we stop taking clients. If we take someone, that's showing you how to do great customer service, right? You squeeze in your guests, we're in a service industry. We need to make our guests feel like rock stars. That's what we are here for. So I'm telling you, we don't get a kickback, at least in our school and our system. We don't get anything when we push you to do more and to do your best and to get before and after pictures. Like, honestly, what I get out of doing that is teaching you the lesson through it. And seeing that light bulb go off, and also seeing you do those great practices when you're out in the field. We need to level up. So I think if you start these practices now and you understand why your teacher's pushing you so hard, it's because they care about you and they want you to do those things for you and your business in the future. So if you do it now, I'm highly more confident that my student's going to be prepared in the real world. You know what I mean? Here's the bonus because you made it to the end. Listen, in life, there's this 80-20 rule. And it's totally true for cosmetology skills as well, and in our field. Now, I have to tell you that 80% of what you do is your customer service, and that's why I hone on it so intensely. Now, 20% of what you do is your skill set. Listen, I've never had a client ask me what was my score on chemistry or anatomy or anything like that. I've never had a client ask me how many times I had to take my exam. I've always had clients just want to book with me because of the customer experience that I gave. Because to be honest, they can go to anybody. You know, they can go to anybody down the street, on Groupon, on Instagram. Like, they can choose anybody. The reason you want people to choose you, because not only of your skill set, which is going to improve over time, but for you, for your personality, for the experience that they're going to get with you behind the chair, in the treatment room. Listen. Your client's experience is your job to manage and your job to deliver legendary customer service. So shout out to all my Prosper U students. If you've ever done Prosper U, I highly recommend it. There's another program as well, but I highly, highly recommend Prosper U. It's an amazing program. So find a school near you or locally or somewhere that you can get into that program that's going to lead you to success fast. All right, guys, until next time, I'll see you later. Signing off.